Okay, Bulvanaka to all the viewers. My name is Bruce Fregison and I am 25 years of age, turning 26 tomorrow. I hail from Rawa and my maternal links is here in Namoli village. I'm a passionate pastry chef. I used to work for Captain Cook Cruise. I'm from Reef Endeavour, and then from there I actually went down to Plantation Island Resort, where I spent the rest of my career before this pandemic. This pandemic, I wasn't really affected that much because of your passion. When you have a passion of baking, you literally can work from anywhere. So I'm actually based at home now. I have a cake business. My page is Furbies Cake Wonders on Facebook.
When you're someone who's passionate about doing something in life, there is a promise for you that you will go a long way and start making your name, your brand recognizable even when you start from home. Once again, traveling home for the weekend, I was truly honored to be introduced to the owner of Furbies Cake Wonder, Bruce Fregison of Namoli village in Lautoka, and he shared with me the experiences he went through after being one of the hotel workers that were laid off during this pandemic.
Actually, my pastry business started when I first knew how to use a mixer. Okay, so it actually started when I first used the mixer, and that's where I knew that was my passion and that was my goal, my dream goal, to actually become a pastry chef. When did my business start? I would say probably when I was still in primary school, when I started baking. My cake business, normally when I used to work full-time at a resort, and during I normally get orders from most of my customers. They would actually message me even though I was working in plantation. I normally arrange a date with them so that I could come and actually do their cakes. They said that they would just want to order from me. So I literally, to be honest, my cake business started from then.
For Bruce, he grew up having the passion, and to this day he has loved baking.
For that, I would like to thank personally Auntie Lisa, that used to rent at our neighbor. She used to rent next door, and she's actually the best pastry home cook, I would say. So one afternoon I came back from school, and then I actually came to her kitchen. She was actually making some pineapple pie with some meringues on top, and I was actually fascinated by how she moved around in the kitchen. And actually she started doing fondant roses, so I was inspired by that, and then she told me to give it a try. So I tried it when she was sitting next to me, and then she was like, "Oh, you're a natural when you're making fondant, from making roses out of fondant." So from there I decided to take classes from her. I would come back from school, I would actually come and sit in her kitchen and just be amazed of how she whipped things in the kitchen. So yeah.
However, since he has been operating from home, one of the challenges was the bills and being a breadwinner in his family.
Some challenges I faced is because I'm working from home, the electricity bill is one of the main ones, because I'm using an electricity oven, and it's really sometimes financial wise, when this business is actually catering for the family as well. So at the moment I'm living here with my grandmother and my uncle. So at the moment, during this pandemic, I'm the breadwinner. Even though I've moved on from working in the island, my grandmother wants me next to her so that I could help out with the home, chores and stuff like that.
A natural baker himself and with a profession in pastry, Fregison said the experiences had taught him lessons of achievements.
Actually, it came naturally. So for me, being in the kitchen, it's nothing new. So normally I would actually just get a tray and then start baking probably some pies or cakes like that, just to actually, when you have the passion, you actually have the drive. So when you have something that you're passionate about, you don't get tired of doing it. So when I actually found out that my passion was baking, I don't actually get tired, even though I get last minute orders.
Being one of the many who were laid off during this pandemic, he said his home-based business was going well.
Actually, this pandemic, my business is actually skyrocketing. I've been getting in a week probably like 5 to 7 orders in a week, and my goal is to actually just reach about 7 plus orders. But in a day, I could actually have that. More in a week, I could actually have more than I expected. Sometimes I get my body start to get fatigued because of the late night bakings and stuff. But then, overall, it is a little bit stressful and time consuming when you're working with tools, kitchen tools, appliances that actually doesn't make a bigger batter, so far so good, I would say.
A special moment to Bruce were the daily feedbacks he received from his customers.
Time when I did an outside order, it was the most amazing thing ever, getting cash in hand. And to be honest, when you do something like that, and then the thing that actually triggers me is the feedbacks. I am always thankful that when my feedbacks come back from my customers, they tell me that it was just too good. That actually takes out all the tiredness that I have, and it actually drives me to do more.
26-year-old baker would also like to encourage young people such as himself to continue striving and take up the challenge of running their own business.
Message to the viewers is actually, when you know you have a passion in any sort, when you know that you have a passion for it, go for it, because you wouldn't know unless and until you try. So when you have a passion, you keep doing it to the best of your abilities, and you would actually go far. So keep striving, the sky's the limit, and never be too scared to take steps.
And for this young entrepreneur, he would like to thank a few people who have made his business a success.
So thank you for that. I'd actually like to thank my family for actually having my back. Most of my family members are out abroad, and I'd like to thank them for always being an inspiration and always guiding me through my tough times. They have always been there for me and my family here in Namole, and to my best friends from Captain Cook, and to my customers. I'd like to thank the customers. They are the main. Without them, I wouldn't be having this business. I'd like to thank you individually, but I can't because the video is going and it's gonna be too long. So thank you to everyone that supported me with this business, and may you all have a blessed day.
Being laid off from his profession, Bruce never lost his passion because he believed that it was his passion that drove him to be where he is today. This is Nanise Sivo for The Breakfast Show.